some store-bought ground beef and wondered why it was turning a questionable shade of white, or been grocery shopping in the winter and wondering how those blueberries still look so plump and fresh? Dear Chairperson, honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow 4-H members. Locally produced food, which just means food that was raised, produced, and processed in your locale, has many benefits, not only benefiting you, but benefiting the community as well. These benefits include a solidified farm-to-table relationship, growing and expanding your community, and providing you with a healthier diet. First of all, it really helps to grow and support your community. Did you know that at Garden Gate Farms, 2/3 of their produce goes back into the community to places like the Food Bank or Salvation Army? This is a great example of giving back to your community. If you invest in a local business by buying locally, the money will somehow find a way back to you, not necessarily in the form of money, but it could be in an enhanced community feeling. It could be as food, or it could just be as a person helping you out in the street if you bought a product from them. I personally love going downtown with my friends, and I could stop at Tim's. It would probably save me some money, but I do enjoy those little niche cafes you see from locally owned businesses on the side of the street, going and paying $4.50 for my latte. Well, I get caffeinated, they get money, and it also gives back to the community, and I know that then their business will expand and more people will purchase there. Second of all, it really helps to solidify that farm-to-table relationship. And what I mean by that is knowing how the produce, whether it's vegetables or cattle, were raised, how they're treated, how they're processed, and how the product comes to be. A great example of this is Blackwell Dairy Farms. I went there yesterday and I loved seeing the pasture where their cattle was raised, how they treated it, how thoroughly they were invested in their cow's health. They had systems, they knew exactly who each cow was and what type of milk she produced. And then I got to see the plant and the workers at work. And what I really found interesting was how much care those workers were putting into their product. Every single package was exactly the same. Their sanitization process was flawless. So at the end of the day, when I had a little glass of their milk, I felt really confident in knowing where that cow was raised, the process it went through, and it made it taste that much better. Lastly, buying locally can actually help you eat a healthier diet. Going back to those blueberries we saw, nice, plump and fresh, middle of winter, wondering how did they get there? Coming from somewhere from California or Mexico, they were grown, likely with pesticides and herbicides to keep their freshness and so they grow big. Because that's what the consumers, as we want, that's what we demand. We want bigger, plumper fruit, nice, fresh tasting fruit in the middle of winter. So with the help of pesticides and herbicides and fungicides, they're grown, they're packaged, and their transportation process requires even more pesticides to keep them fresh, to keep them looking that way, to keep them juicy. When you think about it, from California to here, that's a long travel distance. And I would be tired and exhausted after that travel, and so were the blueberries. So really think next time you're buying something, do I want to be putting this in my body? And that's how buying locally can actually help you have a healthier diet, because you know that things will be organic, you know how they're raised, you might be able to even see the pastures that they were grown in. Ultimately, buying locally has many benefits benefiting the community and you and local producers. From a solidified farm-to-table relationship, a healthy and flourishing community, and a healthier diet as well. So I challenge you, when you look at a product, think, I wonder where this was grown, whether I should be putting this in my body, whether it'll help my community. Because I know personally that I would rather benefit myself and my community. So those are the benefits of buying locally.